Hello everyone, Pallytub here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing some Brightwing. Do I have the thing open here? I sure do. Brightwing received some changes. Her arcane flare damage has been increased. What's up? But she thought she was going to get other changes? She got these changes. Which actually people have been asking for something like 6 months. And the normal person may look at this and be like, well, that doesn't give us any reason to play Brightwing. Who cares if she does more damage? She can clear lanes now, which is something she couldn't do before. And that may actually have a significant impact on what Brightwing can bring to a team. Now, her healing hasn't increased, but it's not bad right now. And, I think this warrants another look at the little dragon bug lizard. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going for increased soothing mist range at level 1. The build I'm going to be doing today is very focused around just healing, just passively healing. Nothing fancy. I would say this is even a beginner style build for a Brightwing character. This is going to be a real weird game though. Looks like we're going to be going solo lane. So, unfurling spray, increased soothing mist range at level 1 is what we're going to be doing. Say hello to the team. So the friendly team, Brightwing, Lunara, Nova, Cho, and Gall. The enemy team, Brightwing, Sylvanas, Artanis, Kael'thas, and Nova. We should actually be pretty good here. One of the things Brightwing excels at is mitigating spell damage. And that's something a lot of people don't think about. Granted, there's more than one ways to kill a mage these days. Nailed it. And Brightwing is just one of the tools in the arsenal. Another great character at dealing with mages is Nova, just by simply blowing them up and just making all of their damage not matter at all. With this particular team setup, maybe we could have gone for some cooldown reduction on our Z or Hyper Shift, but it's a little too late for that. Little too late for that. So our Q ability is Arcane, what is it? Arcane Flare. Previously, even at level 20, you could cast this in the middle of a minion wave and it would do absolutely nothing. And I mean nothing. It would bring the minions down to maybe half health, which is like, who cares at that point? So this has been buffed. It does damage to an outer circle and an inner circle. The things in the middle of the circle are going to take significantly more damage. 296 to the center at this level, and then 98 to the things out of the center at this level. So she was never really good at clearing lanes, which is weird for a character who has a global presence. We have global presence with our Z. It's called Phase Shift. We do not get a mount. Instead, we are able to teleport to a friendly player whenever we would like to. Let's focus on top. Looks like our Lunara is having a bit of a hard time. I'm just going to clear this wave, and then I'm going to go up there to help out. Might be a little too late. I hope not. We'll go ahead and give him our Pixie Dust. We'll polymorph this Artanis and just try to get in the way here as much as we can. Has the Limp Dick already been used? Are we okay? It looks like we're fine. So instead of using... Well, I guess I have to use the Sippy Cup here. We're in a position where I have to. Lunara, very, very aggressive, taking a ton of damage. We'll go ahead and polymorph Artanis again. Polymorph is our W ability. What this does is it turns a player into a little tiny critter for a short time. We are going to go with Pixie Dust increases our Soothing Mist healing. Polymorph is a great tool in Brightwing's arsenal, and Brightwing used to be a lot more popular kind of back in the day. Ooh, I'm just dead. She was really, really good at countering Illidan. One of the best characters in the whole game at countering Illidan. Back when Illidan was the best character, like bar none. He could do just about everything on his own. And if you threw in some crowd control on your team into the same kind of, in the same situation, he was even better. I'm going to let Cho'Gall know that I'm coming back in. I'm going to go ahead and polymorph Nova here. Stop her damage and hopefully stop her from getting away. Looks like Gall was able to pick up the kill with that little nuke of theirs. Now Kael'thas, I mean, everybody's going after our big giant. Leave him alone. This is going to be where a lot of our focus is going to be this game. If we can keep Cho'Gall alive, we have a pretty good chance of making this team comp work. We are ahead in XP. We need to go ahead and finish off this golem down here. Now Pixie Dust is our E ability, and it's pretty cool how it works. What it does is it gives you it's a shield, basically, that you can put on someone. It's going to increase their movement speed, and it's going to give them 2 stacks of block. And you can do this every 10 seconds. So Brightwing all of a sudden makes every character in the game, she makes them able to block more auto attacks than anyone can with just block on their own. Then we are also going to be picking talents that will give this ability Spell Shield. So Brightwing again becomes the only character in the game, well, the best character of the game, rather, at mitigating spell damage when she picks these talents. We're going to use these to try to keep our team alive, and it's pretty straightforward. You just cast stuff when it's off cooldown, and it makes everyone better at the things they're trying to do. We're giving Cho'Gall movement speed, which allows him to dive deeper and do more things. We have, we're giving him block stacks, which allows him to dive deeper and do more things. And we're going to be giving him spell damage reduction, basically a spell shield, as the game progresses as well. And no other character can really do that, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Also, the fact that we have global presence with the ability to lane clear now is going to be a pretty big deal. Oh, no, can't trade that. Nope. But the speed boost should. I thought I was going to be able to get out of there. Now, even with these changes that have just happened, granted, it's only been a couple days, but even with the changes that have gone into the game, Brightwing's popularity has not gone up. She's been sitting at about a 7.5% chance of her being in a match, which is not very high. So, we need to spread the word about Brightwing and how good Brightwing potentially could be. I hope they go in, because, you know, global range and all that, I could be right there. We did just miss the seeds by a moment, but we'll go ahead and polymorph Kael'thas. That's the majority of their damage output here. We can give a speed boost to our Lunara, which means we should basically be able to chase down anyone we would ever want to chase down and finish off the enemy team's Nova. Let's just throw out our flare. Look at this. This is really good. Brightwing also pairs very well with Lunara, who just got some speed buffs. Giving Lunara, who just got some, whoa, what are you doing? Some buffs in general. Being able to give Lunara a speed buff is what I meant to say, is pretty strong because she's already faster than most characters, so she can chase just about anyone down whenever she feels like it. This Lunara, however, seems to be soaking up a lot of damage for no reason. For no reason at all. Okay, you want to... Okay, I thought we were all going to collapse on Kael'thas, but I guess that's not the thing. Q going out. Look at that, 400 damage at level 9 in the center of that Q now. That's very, very strong. And keep in mind, we haven't talented for this in any way. I think I'm going to do a few videos on Brightwing in the upcoming couple weeks, and just show various builds that you can try out and try to explain how they fit into the game and in which situation they're going to be best. For general, you know, Brightwing purposes, the build I'm doing today is probably just the easiest one to wrap your head around, which is why we are going to be using this build first. Cho'Gall going in for some giants over here. Let's go ahead and help him out. That did almost nothing. An auto attack would have done the exact same thing there, and it wouldn't have cost any mana. We are going to be going for Blink Heal at level 10. This is going to be one of your most reliable ways of healing other people. Keep in mind, this does not heal Brightwing herself, but Blink Heal allows her to jump to a friendly target and then heal that friendly target for at this level 302 health. Keep in mind, your Soothing Mist is also going to be healing for a pretty substantial amount in an AoE cone as well, so this healing can add up quite nicely. Looks like we are trying to chase down the enemy team's Nova here. I'll go ahead and just polymorph her so she can't do anything fancy. And then we'll go back in for some heals on our Cho'Gall, trying to keep our big front line alive. Going to be sending out this Pixie Dust as often as possible just to increase my team's mobility and durability. Lunara, baby girl, you got to get out of this stuff. you got to get out of something. Good lord, you are not a tank. Okay. Oh my god, she's getting hit by every single skill shot in the world. We'll just try to keep everyone alive, try to keep everyone healthy. One of the best things about Brightwing is that when her mana gets low, I can go ahead and call retreat here. When her mana gets low, it doesn't take her very long to get back into the action. She's able to just recall, get full mana, and while our mana is channeling, I can actually phase shift back onto our target, and look at that, we're at full mana. Like, she could leave a fight and then be back in the fight in a blink of an eye, and she could do that every, what, 45 seconds or something? Yeah, every 45 seconds she's able to do that, which is crazy. No other healer can do that. No other healer has this kind of global presence. The only one that even comes close is Tyrande with cooldown reduction build, who would be able to use Shadowstalk very, very often. But we are actually we're able to be a body in every single fight whenever we need to be, basically. It's really, really good. I did use Blink Heal to avoid the precision beam on top of me, the orbital strike thing from Artemis. We were able to live through that no problem. Sylvanas coming in looking for some trouble. Looks like Lunara has spotted her, and we're just going to blink in to get an assist. You know what I'm saying? Those numbers matter. And again, I can just go ahead. You know, I need to top off my mana just a little bit. I'm just going to recall. Get healthy, get fat, get ready. And actually, I should probably take this. I'm probably the worst target for this, but generally speaking, you know, okay, in most cases, I would not want to get the plant, but I actually think in this team, it's a good idea. I actually think it's a good idea. So we're going to do that, even though it feels a little weird. Lunara, please be careful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, baby girl, you gotta worry about your own well-being at some point. We'll go ahead and polymorph Artemis here so he can't do any fancy stuff with his shields, and with that, we're going to be able to finish him off no problem. This is where we start to get some of our Pixie Dust talents. Pixie Dust also reduces ability damage. This one's pretty huge. I'm going to lay a conservative flower here so the enemy team can't get to it easily. Pixie Dust reduces ability damage taken by 50%. Really strong versus Double Mage, and for a very long time, Double Mage is one of the most prominent strategies you could go up against, especially in quick match when you can't counterpick the enemy team. I'm just continuing to harass them here, not really hoping to get anything done. Reducing that damage by 50% on a 10-second cooldown is absolutely huge. No other character even comes close to that type of magic damage mitigation. And you really, thank you, and you really can save a lot of lives with that increased mobility and damage reduction all on the same button. It's pretty, like, no one ever talks about it, and I don't understand why. Like, Brightwing has always been able to fulfill that role very, very well. And apparently Blizzard agrees with that because they didn't nerf her, they didn't increase her healing. All they did was increase her overall ability to damage output, which again, I think comes to more of an EXP kind of thing rather than a team fight utility kind of thing, even though it does go into both. We got it. I need to blink to you though. Thank you. Woo! Shit! Ooh, God, we're good at this game. We are good at this game. Triple tap, man. It's the best ultimate in the whole game. Duh. Did you see? Did you see it just now? It's so good. Somehow we got a kill on Kale there. I'm going to give that one to our Cho'Gath, who just dove in without fear. We're also going to be increasing the healing that our targets receive when Pixie Dust is active. We get an additional 180 healing, apparently. Did I read that right? Heal for an additional... Yeah, okay. So it's a good way of spreading out our heals. Well, stand on the point! Okay, well. We could have stolen it and gotten 2 kills. Or at least 1 kill. But that's okay. Minor misplay. Not going to have a meaningful impact on the game at all. I'll get the plant again. I meant to type, but I didn't hit enter first. Is that necessary? Do I need to? Okay. So let's go ahead and jump in this bad boy. So like I said, this is a pretty straightforward, pretty easy build to come to terms with as far as Brightwing goes. Word of caution about Blink Heal, it's very, very easy to get yourself killed with it. So even though it is your highest single target heal and you do want to be using it on people, you also have to use it at the right times, which is why Brightwing is a little difficult. As far as that goes. We are also going to get Pixie Dust bounces, which means we're going to be able to apply all of these great little buffs that we've been talking about with Pixie Dust. We're going to be able to apply them on 3 targets at once. So this is a block on 3 targets, a spell shield on 3 targets, and a movement speed increase on 3 targets on a 10-second cooldown. Now seriously, has anyone ever stopped to think about how fucking incredible that is? Because that is incredible. No other healer can come close to that. And Brightwing's always been good at that. And she's always been good at taking a target out of a fight whenever she wants to with Polymorph. Prominent builds in the past were picking up Rewind and polymorphing someone twice, and you would also get the damage amplification on polymorph, and then that target would basically stop existing because Brightwing does get vulnerability, and everyone loves vulnerability, right? I don't know, man. I don't quite understand why she fell off. Now, she did receive some significant healing nerfs from back in the day, but I think she's in a good spot right now. And I genuinely believe that. So I would like to show you some different talents throughout the course of a few videos, trying to make you see the light too. And maybe we can get Brightwing to be a little bit more popular again. So if we want to go ahead and look at the stats here, we did pretty well. The team was pretty dominant. The talents I used in today's video: increased Soothing Mist range by 33%, Manic Pixie. When Soothing Mist heals an ally with Pixie Dust on them, they heal for an additional 104 health over 4 seconds. We need to see how often we can actually get that on a target. That'd be interesting. Reduces the cooldown of Soothing Mist by 1 second every time you cast a basic ability. So if you need to heal someone a lot, you can just drop all of your abilities at one time. This actually used to be the only reason I would use the Q. It was to reduce the cooldown on Soothing Mist by 1 second so I could heal for more. Blink Heal, just because we wanted to increase our single target healing. Shield Dust reduces ability damage taken by 50%. This is on every single target you hit with Pixie Dust. And then, of course, Pixie Dust bounces to another nearby ally upon impact. So you get 3 Pixie Dusts out at one time. Right? Isn't it 3? Or is it 2? Hold on, I need to make sure, or I'm gonna sound stupid. I'm pretty sure it's 3. So it bounces to an ally. What's the ability do by default? Increases the target's maximum. Oh shit. Okay, so you get it on 2 people. I thought it was 3. I really did, and it's still phenomenal. You're able to, like, say you have a double warrior frontline, which is really, really common right now. You're able to give both of them significant damage mitigation. You're able to give them both significant movement speed increases, so they can jump in on that backline even more. And then at level 20, we would either go for double wormhole, which is okay. But more likely Storm Shield or Rewind is what I would pick in most cases. So there you go, guys. That's the first build for Brightwing. This one is probably the easiest to wrap your head around if you are new to the character and you want to try her out. Really, really fun. Not sure why I never got her to level 10. I don't play very many supports. I think that's really what it comes down to. Really... Okay, I take that back, because like half of my master skins are supports. I don't know. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.